Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. It's lovely to have you here, and if you're existing, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm really loving this small little corner I have on YouTube right now, and it's still growing, and I just love that this has become like such a safe space for me, and I hope it's the same for you guys. Please comment down below, let me know what you've been up to, how you're finding this heat, and are you guys suffering hay fever as much as I am? Because this year it's just been something else. I'm currently taking some tablets for it now, and yes, I asked the pharmacist, give me the highest dose of anything you have right now. So I had to get that prescribed from a doctor, and then obviously get that through a prescription, and it does help a lot. But it's again remembering to take it first thing in the morning. This heat is very draining. The only time I literally get out, guys, is first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening, when it's definitely cool down for our evening strolls. I would really love for you all to comment down below. Let me know what you got up to. What have you been doing in this heat? How are you finding it? How's everyone coping? I'd really love to hear from you all. Honestly, guys, like, this has become such a safe space for me, and I would love for you guys to feel exactly the same. So please do share your comments and thoughts with me, guys. I'd really love to hear from you all. So currently it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock. I've had a quick shower and got ready, and yes, ready to head out and do my school run. This is the only time I can literally get ready. It's quite bearable. This is where I get my errands done and do what I need to do, because soon as I get home with Mason, about 12 o'clock roughly, I am putting my hair up. My makeup has probably near enough melted off, and I'm washing my face with cold water, or even getting in a cold shower and putting on some loose clothing, whether it's shorts or t-shirt or a flowy dress, nothing that's touching my skin. And it's one of those outfits that you cannot be seen in. It's one of those outfits that's just for home, and yeah, and you know you're staying at home. So there's nothing you'll ever catch me in, and it's just one of those things, isn't it? And then I'm literally at home trying to stay cool and yeah, enjoying obviously the sunshine just by being outdoors, playing with Mason in any kind of water play, and that is it really. Just anything to keep cool. Ice cold drinks. And now I kind of get why there's these little refrigerators that you can keep in your room, and I'm thinking of investing in one of those to put my makeup remover, like the micellar water in, and face masks, lip masks, eye masks, and and my lipstick and a few other things. And I'm thinking, how refreshing is that going to be every evening? Even like your toner and just things like that. And I'm just debating whether to invest in this little refrigerator and keep it in my room. At this point, I'm actually, yes, I'm going to say it, guys, cannot even wait for autumn. I might even skip autumn right now. I cannot wait for winter. I just want it to snow. Like, that is literally how I feel. I'm one of those people that can only handle the heat mid-20s. If it goes any higher than that, yeah, I'm just literally one of those girls that are looking for shade, or yeah, trying to go anywhere where there's AC to keep cool. But I've been actually embracing it this year with Mason and doing loads of fun activities and actually just enjoying it. So at this point, we literally have no choice. So yeah. usually I am one of those people that do hide away from it. So I'm glad I'm literally embracing it, because that's not usually something I would do. I just want to give you guys a quick debrief of Mason's situation and Mason's school. So last week we had a transition day, a week, shall I say, not even day, in a new setting which was closer to home, because currently our journey is quite far. I made a decision to apply for another school which was quite close to home, and I did it quite late because I had already applied for a school which I wanted Mason to go to, which I've read really good reviews and heard so many positive things about it. But unfortunately the list is so long that he didn't get a placement till next year, September. And that's 100% guaranteed. So, okay, I'm happy with that as long as he has a placement. And right now it's reception. It isn't that major. So as soon as he starts next year, the following September, he will actually be officially like a proper school student. I think reception is very similar to nursery. They still learn through play. It's not very, serious, where they're learning and doing other things, that you would expect in year one, where he will be starting. So it's just a transition from nursery, obviously, to reception. How do I even put this? So then I thought, okay, does he stay in this setting, or shall we move him out? So we as parents think, okay, there's a new school, let's find some information about that. It's a brand new built school. It should have some great facilities. This is such a common thing now with children who are non-verbal, autistic, and the list goes on, guys. So I thought there should be so many more facilities than what they have in all the schools right now. And let's find out some more information, which they said they had, and they have the right support and the right staff for that. And they also had a sensory room. So I'm like, okay, so far it's looking good. So let's have a little detour of the school. So I rang in the school for a little detour to see what it's all about. And I actually wanted to speak to someone who is from the SEN team and who deals with children like Mason. So that was all booked in for me. But as soon as I got there, I was told she wasn't available, and I was shown by somebody else who wasn't going to answer some of my questions. So that was the first sign. I wasn't very happy about it, and I said, look, I was looking forward to meeting this member of staff. I needed to discuss a few things. And she goes, I'm so sorry, but if there's anything, please do ring and let us know. So I've emailed saying that. They have then booked us a transition week, saying, okay, so you didn't get a chance to meet so-and-so, please come in for the whole week, and you can discuss whatever you need to then. Okay, fair enough. So the previous setting he's in now, he has everything put in place for him. Mason has the ECHP, which is like a learning educational plan. And when you receive one of those, it's a thick booklet of his targets, goals, where he's at, what he needs, what he requires, how he learns, and just every little thing about him. And I have been applying for this ECHP since he was 2. So we have finally received it about 6 months ago. So when he has that, he should have more priority basically in that classroom and with the members of staff and so on. So with this ECHP, it got sent over from the old school to the new school through the council, because we then decided to go ahead with the school thinking, okay, they have the right facilities, we will go along we will as I cannot talk this morning, we will go alongside. I actually decided to go ahead with the new school because we never got to meet the person we was meant to. We thought, okay, they've booked us a transition week, let's see how that goes. Meanwhile, our ECHP is all being transferred to them because we have kind of already said, okay, we're going to give this school a go. So we were thinking it's a 10-minute walk up the road from us, and you know, we won't be rushing so much in the morning. But I don't know why I thought like that at the time. I wish I thought, you know what, Mason's built amazing relationships at that school. And, you know, he's so familiar with the teachers, the actual place, and so on. And I just didn't think like that at the time. I was thinking more or less off the journey. Kicking myself about it now. Like, why was I thinking that? Because right now, I will drive any route as long as his needs are being met. He's happy, safe, content, and that's all that matters, right? I don't know what I was thinking at that time, to be fair. Why I actually thought like that, I don't know. And I wish I actually thought a lot more about it before I made that decision. I'm just really, really kicking myself about it, honestly, guys. Anyway, this is such a long story. I'm going to try and shorten it down as much as I can. And I'm only talking from my heart because I'm so passionate about what I'm speaking about, so I don't want to waffle on too much. But obviously when it comes to Mason, yes, I will do my very best to make sure his needs are met at all times as his mother and as any parent out there, honestly. And I'm sure all the parents out there can relate to me. And transition day, no matter what year they're going to, it's always a difficult thing to see, because you can imagine a child's another year older, you know, going into a setting that they might struggle with, and you know, their peers might be at a different level at what they are, or just generally, you know, getting to know different people maybe that haven't been in the same classroom and members of staff. It is a big transition for every child, I can think, because I was like that with my other two. No matter what, it was always a big thing. So, you know, I can understand that, honestly. And I'm thinking, okay, right, we're going to give this a shot. So I put all my hope into this school. I had high expectations, like I said, because I thought it was a brand new school. So as soon as we had our transition week, I wasn't happy at all. There were so many things that should have taken place which hadn't, which is appalling, because the previous school that we're in now has sent over so much paperwork. They've tried to contact them, they've tried to email them, there's just a lack of communication with them and with myself as a parent, and that wasn't looking great at all. So as a school, we discussed, like, this isn't good enough, let's push for it, let's ask them to come and visit Mason at school. They didn't do that. They didn't even have a phone call yet either. They said, well, we've called the parent in for a transition week instead. So that was Monday to Wednesday. We went in, and then we also was in for a Friday morning. So when we had arrived on a Monday, every single day before I went in with Mason, we had a little stroll in the park or a little walk. So I'd explain to Mason that he'll be going to this new school. This is his new school, trying to make him feel, you know, ready. Just explaining to him that this will be your new school, and you know, you'll be coming here, you'll be playing and having so much fun, and you will have a new teacher, and you know, she will be so nice, Mason. Like, you know, just making him feel at ease with the whole thing, because a big school is you know, a really big change and a really big step for Mason. So that's how I was doing it anyway. So we got in there. We weren't welcomed the way I expected. There was so much going on that they had not even organised anything that I thought would be taken in place, as in a meeting, them looking at his paperwork, them organising his timetable and his reduced hours. and just general information about Mason, like, you know, his likes, dislikes, etc., what he's like as a person and what support he will definitely need. But none of this had been provided for me. I had to go out my way and ask. And even when I did ask, I wasn't getting the correct answers that I hoped for. There was no reassurance. It was very unorganized. She wasn't prepared for any of this, to be fair, and it was all over the place. And there's one whole classroom with 30 children on each side, and there's only 2 TAs in each classroom. Obviously one main teacher. So that's 6 members of staff across 60 children. No way could this work for Mason, and no way is Mason in a classroom with that many children. That's insane. Mason was so overwhelmed with that crowd that he was just running riot around the classroom. There was no set activity for him. There was no getting to actually know him. As a teacher, we all think of them as they be in the care of our children. You know, they should be very welcoming, very mothering, like, you know, caring, gentle. That's how I look at it. And that's how all the teachers, you know, my children have come across to me. So, you know, as a teacher, they should definitely show that side of them straight away. So they're familiar with their face, their voice, and just them, and feel very comfortable. And I felt like we didn't get that. My son is happy to explore wherever he goes. I mean, he's not hesitant to that. He will literally rummage, explore, play, make a mess. And he was just running riot because of the amount of children. I think Mason's overwhelmed with the amount of children in here. He's lost. He's running circles around just tables and people. He don't know where to go, what to do. There could be his favourite things to play with you know, in cupboards or in a corner, and he's just gone past that because there's just too much going on. And she actually had nothing to say. She literally, her answers were, okay, I'll find out, or I'm not quite sure, but yes, we could do this, we could put this in place, or there will be certain activities, or it just wasn't given. And I was just like, no. From the second day, I kind of knew, like, you have that instinct, but I give it the benefit of doubt, and I thought he's got a few more days, let me see. And it comes to a point where it was exactly the same, so I had to actually give a formal complaint in. And after that, they rang in to see if I was coming on the Friday, which Mason's father had booked off that morning off work. So we went in, and I think that's what actually made me make my decision there. I'm not going to mention too much because obviously there could be parents out there who take that take their children to that school, and, you know, they don't experience that, which is absolutely fine, but every child is completely different. And I just felt like it wasn't supporting enough for children like Mason, which I thought they had that put in place from the last time I spoke to them. And they had this sensory room. They never took me to show me that. They had 2 members of staff who deal with children like Mason. I never got to meet them. I've asked in an email to have a meeting with them, which is always meant to take place with a child that has an ECHP, and they didn't do that. They just said to me at the end of the week, they come together, the teachers and the Senko team, and they will discuss your child's, you know, week with them. How do they get to know a child? By just talking about them. Because in the current setting, Mason has everything put in place. The Senko team take him out for activities, out of that classroom where he's in, and do certain activities when he's unable to do what other children are doing in that setting. And then they also spend time with them, get to know them, and then they have what they need to write up about them. And this Senko team does not do that at that school. It just goes by what the teacher will tell them, which I found a bit bizarre, because how would you just know a child by hearing from someone else? I mean, you have to get to know them. That's how I feel. But cut the long story short, guys. On the Friday, his father took half of the morning off work. So we went to go play a bit of football in the field. We arrived 10 minutes early, thinking hopefully they'll see us, because it was around 9:30. We thought registration's done, hopefully they'll just buzz us through and we could go in. But obviously we had to wait an extra 10 minutes, and Mason was very good. He waited patiently as he could. Obviously, knowing Mason, his 10 minutes patience was still, running up and down and sitting for a few minutes, getting back up. So he was, he was still quite behaved anyway, put it that way. So we get called in and we go. And I said to his father, I have nothing to come back to with you. I cannot fill you in with nothing from the school because I don't know anything myself. So take a look for yourself and honestly tell me your opinion, because this is how I feel about it and I don't feel happy. So I want your thoughts on it. So we went in, and we went in with an open mind, to be fair, because I'm thinking, okay, it's Friday, maybe everything I've asked for now, could possibly be put in place, and they've done something about it and they've organised everything that they should have. It's Friday, the last transition day, definitely. So like I said, I went with an open mind. As soon as we walked through, you'll never believe it, she was like, her face just dropped. I'm so sorry, I forgot you was coming. We have assembly right now. And I was just like, what? You booked these dates and times. Every day I've been coming in from Monday to Wednesday. I've actually physically showed you on my phone. Yes, he's coming this day again and this. Could you please try and organise this? And spoke to her. Like, have you not been listening to a whole conversation? And then I was just so gobsmacked at that time. Actually, I was flabbergasted at that time. How can a main teacher forget the date and time of you coming in? So I'm like, oh no, like what do we do? I'll go, he's taken the morning off work and he has to go back. Is there any way, we could, still look around and, get some answers that we want? And she was like, well, could you go and wait back in reception for 20 minutes? I told her straight. I was like, no way. There's no way Mason will sit in reception for 20 minutes. I'm sorry. He's sat very patiently for 10 minutes already. And I'm thinking, do you not know Mason? I've just explained to you how he is, how he don't have that much patience, and how he cannot sit down for too long, and how he is as a person, like, like, how could you even ask me that as a teacher as well? I really, again, her answers weren't ever as good as I hoped, because that answer was so incorrect. She should have said, do you know what, take a seat here. I'm going to try my best to get another member of staff that, that can see to you guys. So I was just appalled in that itself. And I was just not having it at this point. Luckily, the member of staff, she also did ask me, do I want to join in the assembly? And I looked at her like, no, Mason will not sit in assembly for 20 minutes. Like, I just said, no, that's not a good idea. Mason won't sit in. Just like, no chance. Mason won't sit in there for 20 minutes. Like, very sarcastic. Like, I want to be seen too. And I want to get to do the things that I haven't since Monday to Wednesday. So she called another member of staff, and she was so lovely, and luckily she was a bit higher up than that teacher, but she was next door, who dealt with nursery. So when I spoke to her, she was absolutely lovely. I shared everything I had to with her. I literally give her like a formal complaint. She noted everything down that I had said. She was very apologetic. She did not expect that, and she helped us so much by answering all the questions she possibly can. She made us feel so welcome. When Mason entered that classroom, she literally made him play. She grabbed so many things that she thought he would like, sat him down and made sure he was happy, and then spoke to us. On the other hand, I didn't get that. Mason was, again, running riot. I got down on his level, showed him some certain toys, played with him, and then I spoke to the teacher, where I thought the teacher should be doing that. Even when I explained to her, Mason needs a lot of encouragement and, someone alongside him to show him, and then he will play. He needs that, definitely. And when I had given her an example, she again didn't do it. And when Mason's pulling my hand, wanting to leave, I thought, as a teacher, she should be welcoming him and making him so settled that he does not want to leave. So she made us feel very welcome in that room, and yes, took everything on board. And actually, she took it so far for us that they rang in on the Monday asking, would I like this meeting with so-and-so and shall they put it in place? So at this point, we had already made our decision, and unfortunately, it wasn't a very easy decision to make. We didn't take it lightly, and we made the decision not to take Mason there. Now, I have been emailing, ringing, trying my best for Mason to get a placement in the setting he's currently at, and it's not guaranteed he'll get a place now. We're coming to the end of academic year. I don't know where we stand, what's going on. I've tried my very best. And if it means me homeschooling until next year, September, it's a very, very big decision to make. And it's a very huge commitment. But I'm not going to think of it negatively. And if I do have no option but to do that, I'm just going to embrace it and grasp it with both hands and enjoy it and do my very best as a mother. And that's all I could actually do. And I'm just so appalled in certain schools that cannot provide and accommodate to children like Mason, and it makes me really sad, honestly, guys. It's such a common thing now. All schools should have all these kind of facilities for not just, for everyone. Every child is completely different, and this day and age is so common, and I would expect so much more now. And the fact that, some schools don't, it's a worry. And as parents, we should definitely put our foot down, and I will always do that for my son, and I just truly want the best for him. So if this is the case of me homeschooling, I would definitely have to embrace it as much as I can. And there will be times where it will be difficult, yes. There'll also be loads of times where it's challenging, and the list goes on, really. But like I said, as long as Mason is happy, safe, content and comfortable, and his needs are being met, that's all that's all that matters to me. So sorry for the long story, but I feel like, yeah, I can talk to you guys about anything. And I hope, if there's any parents out there, this has helped you in any kind of way. It'd be really good to hear from any other parents who have experienced similar thing, or that are going through anything quite similar to this. I would love to hear from you, so please do comment down below, and yeah, let me know. Rant over, guys, but I just thought I'd share that. Like I said, I'm so passionate about it that I literally love to share it and keep you guys updated. I fill you in what's actually currently happening. So fingers crossed that he does get that placement in the school, and that he can go there in September. But like I said, we're so close to the academic year. I really don't know what's going on, and I am literally panicking right now. But you know, I've done my very best. I have contacted who I need to. I've done all the things I need to, and I've also made sure there is another option for Mason. So I've done all I possibly can, and I cannot believe it's come to a point where it's this late on in the year that this has all crumbled and happened. But as parents, we've got to stay positive and just keep going. I mean, that's literally all I can do right now. So this heat doesn't help, guys. Wait for Mason's sports day. It will be his first actual sports day. So I'm going to actually record that, guys, as much as I can, because you know what it's like. And I hope, you know, he enjoys that as well. So that would be so fun, and I cannot wait to show you guys all of that. We haven't been doing much this week, to be fair with you. It's just been one of those weeks where I cannot literally do anything. I'm staying indoors. I'm keeping cool. I'm trying to do everything to stay as cool as possible. Same with all the kids. Come along with me this week and see what I get up to. Like I said, though, nothing too exciting, but I'm really excited for Mason's sports day, and I cannot wait for that. So this happening on a Friday, and what a lovely way to end our week. They'll be breaking up next week. I cannot believe it. Time is literally going so quick, guys. It's crazy, isn't it? So before you know it, it will be the summer holidays. And yeah, do you guys have any holidays booked? I'm just thinking, do we really need to book a holiday in this heat that we're having here? We could possibly have it here and do an old school holiday and just pop to the actual seaside like how we used to back in the day. We don't have a holiday booked, to be fair. We always go away for Mason's birthday. We've kind of made it a little tradition now, so we want to kind of stick to that. And plus, it's such a lovely time to go away because the sun is still out in Europe, and his birthday is in October, but we would leave at the end of September because it's right at the beginning. And yeah, if you do, and if you have any actual good getaways or anything, comment as well down below. Let me know. I'd really love to, you know, I'm really intrigued what everyone else is up to, because I have nothing planned so far. And like I said, we've just moved in not long ago. We've got so many things to do in the house that I haven't really thought about a holiday. But if there's any good packages or deals or anything that you guys know of, please do share. Let me know. Literally nothing planned for the summer. So we're just hoping to make the best of it that we can here, you know, and do loads of fun, cool stuff in the summer for the kids, and plan a few certain events and things like that. Really nothing major. Fill me in and let me know what you guys will be getting up to. I'm just going to enjoy a cup of tea now before Mason gets up and do a quick clean. I'll be doing all my little chores quickly and enjoying a cup of tea to myself in some peace and quiet, which is always lovely, and I never get a chance to do that. So that's something I'll be enjoying this morning. Hope you enjoy this week with us, guys, and thank you again so much for being here. Hey guys, just popped into Aldi to do a very quick shop, nothing major, but I come across these little wooden toys which I didn't see before. They're like the Melissa Douglas toys, which are really cool. And last time I had said this little pattern here it's called confetti vase, but yeah, they're everywhere right now. They had them in these bright colourful colours. Then I come across this inflatable little sprinkler shaped into like a snake for $9.99. I thought that was slightly dear, but they had lovely outdoor toys. They had this frisbee golf It was only $2.99 or something like that. And then they had this lovely basketball, little net, and an inflatable dartboard. I mean, if you've seen that in Costco, that would definitely be double the price. So that was definitely a good buy. And then they had loads of selections of like books and colouring things. Here they had some gel crayons, normal tip markers, and also like twist crayons, which are very handy. And then they had this archery set as well. They had such a big selection of solo lights and little bits and pieces for the garden. I didn't get to show you everything, but they had colourful lights, plain lights, you name it, they had it all. And then they also had some picnic blankets, which I've seen quite a few different designs in, but I never purchased these. I just find like they're not big enough. I did end up picking these magnets for Mason because when I'm busy in the kitchen, I love for him to, you know, have something to do, and I just let him keep himself occupied. If that means magnets all over the fridge, so be it. Had some more wooden toys here like the bat and ball. I only just showed you guys this last week, and I cannot believe there's only just a few bits left. It went down really quickly, and I'm not surprised. I did grab a few bits, but I'm going to keep them for the garden. Not a lot. I haven't been doing big shops because I just don't want to waste like food and things. I'm just using what we got on. Plus it's really hot, the kids are quite picky and fussy, and they just want quick lunches and dinners to go. So I have loads of bits and pieces from other shops, and like I said, my parents own a butcher, so I get a lot of my meats from there. So in the week we're going to have a pasta dish. I've heard this is the best pasta to get because of the wheat it contains and things, and the ingredients, rather than a standard pasta. So always have a look out for this one. They also have a tagliatelle in that. And then I got a pasta sauce, sun-dried tomato, basil and garlic. Sounded really nice. I got some organic bananas. I usually get a load more than that. Because it's really hot, I'm only just getting one bunch at a time because they ripe really quickly. And then I had got some pink lady apples. They're my favorite. Absolutely love. My kids do not like these. They only love Granny Smiths, the actual green ones. So we already have some of those in the fridge. I've been getting a lot of berries lately and things like that, and they're getting a bit fed up of it, so I thought I'd switch it up. Got some mozzarella cheese because I bought some of these peri-peri chicken protein pizzas. Just got 2. They're really nice. They're quite thin and they're not heavy and starchy and filling. And then some avos. I've got 4. Do you know what? There's always one bad one, isn't there? I cannot stand that. I got this crispy leaf salad because it's so good with balsamic vinegar with some parmesan shavings, yum, fresh cherry tomatoes, and some garlic and herb croutons. I mean, you can serve it with grilled chicken or whatever you like. It's so yum. Guys, try it. Sweet corn on the cob. We always just add it to a meal. It's always a good handy thing to have, and add extra veggies. Everyone loves sweet corn. And then I don't know whether you've noticed, but Aldi this week are doing like this American theme that they usually have with loads of bits and pieces. Sienna and Carl absolutely love Reese's, so seeing this, I got them 1 each, even though they don't eat a lot of chocolate, and if they do, they have obviously what they really like. And this, and then I got some baby spinach And this I'm going to make some egg muffins with, because I have red peppers, sweet corn and other bits that I'm going to add in there. And if I end up making it, I'll show you. If I don't, I just add it in like pastas and omelettes and yeah, any other lunch we have, even in the salad would be nice. And everyone likes this as well, so it's just a spicy sausage tortellini. So just a really small short thing, but in this week, if I do get a chance, I'll quickly will run over everything I make so you can see. Mason is now, wow, 1 2 3 green lorry and a whoopsie. Yeah, as you can tell, my fridge isn't very aesthetically pleasing. It has loads of colourful magnets, which I let Mason just play and do as he pleases. It's very handy when I'm cooking, so I thought add some more to the collection. He's, I think, lost half of these, or yeah, chucked half of them, so we only have a few left, and then I thought I will add to it. And also with the letters, I don't know where they've gone either, so it's really handy. And sometimes I'll pack it all away in a box, and every time I clean the fridge, I will pack all these away in a box, so you won't see them for a good week or so, and then I get them out, and then he's really excited to put them on the fridge, which is handy because, you know, when I'm in the kitchen, I do have to keep him here with me most of the time. You really like those green ones, don't you? It does need a good clean, so if you want to see me do some organisation in my fridge and clean up, please, yeah, comment down below, let me know if you do. Yeah, the one at the bottom, yellow digger. And what's next? While I'm putting the shopping away, he's been a good boy and playing, but now he's disappeared. Lovely. Well done. Good job. How about these ones, or are you finished? Gonna add those on too. Hey guys, do you remember doing this as a kid through a straw? Well, we reused these straws from our water balloons and just made some homemade solution, and yeah, it took us right back. I used to do this with paint as well and make, you know, like these little bubble pictures, but I dread doing that with Mason. I don't think I'll be doing that with paint anytime soon, but it was so nostalgic. Yeah, he actually never got bored of it at all. He just found it so amusing. He loved the little bubbles and foam it created. He had just had so much fun with it. No, don't touch that.
Whoa! Bubble on the hair.
That's enough.
He's got bubbles on the head. And the bubbles on the shoulder. And the bubbles on the hand. Yeah, left. Good job, more.
Wrong way.
Blow in here. Good job. See, working.
Wow, you have
More?
big blows.
More, do more. Do more blow in there. Big jacuzzi. It's a science experiment. Seven bubbles. Fly away. Grab it, you scoop it. Yeah, make sure you scoop all the bubbles. It's flying away. See where it falls. the bubbles get in your face. Alright. Mace, you ready? Steady. Oh. You're supposed to be able to do that on your hand, but the bubble's not big enough.
Can you not do that? That's dangerous. I don't like that experiment that you showed me before. No, don't do.
Ready, Mace? Ready? Wait, you have to wipe the bottom of your hand. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't expect it to go up that far. Okay, son's experiment is a success. Safety is #1 priority. Let's not do that one again.
Mason is having a
Phone party.
go, Mace, go run. Ooh. Check those moves out.
Phone party. Mason!
Do your dance.
Mason, do
Again. Mace, look.
Hide and seek.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready and now here I come. Mason, where are you? Peekaboo!
Mason, count.
Mason, do counting.
1. No, Daddy do counting.
1,
Quick, hide.
2,
Hide in the
3,
slide. Mason,
4,
hide inside
5,
there. Good boy.
7, 8,
Hide.
9, 10. Ready and off. Here I come.
He's got a good idea. That was a good space,
Yeah,
Mason. Proud of you.
2, 3,
Quick, Mace, hide.
5, 6,
That's another good
7,
one.
8,
Oh, dear.
9, 10. Ready and now here I come. Ooh. Mercy, where are you? Baby bears!
Mason has just figured out hide and seek, and he loves playing it with us now, and he has some good hiding spots recently. We've played this about 2-3 times, and when he was trying to tell us, we thought he just was doing like peekaboo signs, but then when he started doing counting on his fingers, we kind of understood the assignment. We never realized he knew the game of hide and seek, so it's so lovely to see and him actually understand, know the game, tell us to count, and he goes and hides. It's so amazing. Absolutely melts my heart each and every time.
8, 9, 10. Ready and now here I come.
Mace, go. You have to go hide. Quick, hide.
Peekaboo! Ow!
He cannot wait till 10 sometimes. He has to literally come out. He has no more patience. But well done. He's done really well so far, and I absolutely love the fact that he now loves to play hide and seek. Wait, Mason's right behind you.
Come, Daddy, help you.
Cecil, Margarito, bless you, Mason. Mason, Mommy, go high.
Mommy, do
Whee!
high in the sky. Whoa.
Wait, let me take you lot high.
Whoa. Wait.
Stay there. Is it uncomfortable?
You can't. I'm too heavy. What are you doing, you fake?
He's not. He's actually happy. Show you guys that what I've been cooking in the week. Oh, we've had this like nearly 3 times in the week. Is this the second? Can't remember. Literally, this heat is getting to me, but it's so quick and easy. We're gonna head out. Yes, I have my car on, you can probably hear it, and with the AC full blast, ready to head out, so it's nice and cool as soon as we get in. And then when we get back, hopefully this chicken will be ready and I could cut it up with some lovely refreshing salad. It's so quick and easy. At least when you're in the house, you don't feel the heat of the oven, because the kitchen has been such a scorcher over this hot stove. I've had to prepare loads of bits beforehand, and yeah, try and food prep as much as I can, because I cannot literally be cooking in this heat night and day. So yes, I love to season it loads, because we're just going to have it with a salad. So quick and easy. Like I just said, we're going to head out, so soon as we get back it will be ready. I'm just going to cook it on a low heat. Usually I would just cook it in an hour if I'm at home. Because we're heading out, I'm just going to slow cook this on a low heat hoping for the best and hope, you know, it will be okay. Heated the oven, so it was just some salt, pepper, mixed herbs and some fresh garlic. I possibly will add in some fresh rosemary as well, as I have it. This goes really well with any roast, even potatoes, even lamb, and it's so handy that I have it here, because when we had this same chicken earlier on in the week, I had parboiled some potatoes and left them aside, and then obviously when it was time to start cooking food, I just cooked them in a bit of olive oil and butter, and all I had to do was sprinkle a bit of this on, some salt and pepper, and a few mixed herbs, and it came out really lovely. It's so scented and so flavorful, and that's it guys, and it's ready to literally be put in the oven. Slightly overcooked, but it will do. Hey guys, I'm just going to end this vlog off here because it's already getting far too long. So if you've made it this far to the video, thank you all for watching. I'm just finishing off making the spatchcock chicken with a few simple ingredients, and then I just popped it all in the oven, and now we're back. I'm just doing the salad, and yeah, it'll be time to have our lunch, and Mason will probably have a short little nap. The chicken did look slightly overdone, but honestly it was so juicy inside, and it was just the skin that got extra crispy, which is exactly how we like it. Now I know this can be a bit controversial because either some people love it, some people hate it, but before I go, I just want to say a really big thank you to each and every one of you listening for just being here. I'll keep you updated about next week of the biggest decision I'll have to make, either Mason go to school in September or homeschooling him. See you next week guys, bye.